I'm always saying I got a guy. Well, guess what I got now? I got a knife guy. Yeah, Vinny I'm going to screw this up.
Murgalo.
I did it. Yes. Okay, cool. The knife sharpener. But you are the knife guy,
Yes,
and that
sir.
is actually the name of your company.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh. Well, what inspired that?
Well, having the passion for having sharp knives actually came from working at the fire station and cooking for my crew.
Oh, cool.
So the knives at the station are notoriously dull. So I'd bring in my own knives to cook with, but over time my own knives would get dull. So I went down a deep rabbit hole of learning how to sharpen using whetstones.
Yeah.
And then friends and family reached out to me to have their knives sharpened. And from there, I took classes to expand my knowledge how to sharpen, and then upgraded all my tools. And then we made a post on Nextdoor, taking a chance, got several clients from there, and then turned a side hustle into a small business.
Wow. How long ago?
2 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome. And a lot has happened in the last years. And congratulations, you're a father as well.
Yes, sir.
5 weeks.
Thank you.
So probably no sleep, but you're doing great.
Yes, we are managing.
Thank you for showing up. I mean, it's not an easy task. That's pretty amazing that this is how this all began. And you just on a little post, you're like, and now people are reaching out because I need my knives sharpened. That is for sure. But there's a huge, and that whetstone can be very meditative.
It is.
Sure.
It's very Zen-like.
Yeah. So you studied did a little deep dive and just learned how to the process.
Everything. So started on whetstones and then moved to diamond stones because there's different grinding material, and then using belt sanders for different sharpening needs.
Oh,
so
okay.
When I first started, I never thought it would be just knives. People bring me knives that have the tip broken off, and then it would take forever on stone. So I use the belt sanders at very low speed, water cooled, to make sure I don't overheat the knife to restore it.
Wow. So what are the advantages of? Because I know everyone's got a little like stick, or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Right. But there's a big advantage to having it professionally sharpened. What's the big advantage?
Having your knives professionally sharpened a couple of times a year can make your knives last a lifetime.
Yeah.
So, and plus having sharp knives is actually safer in the kitchen and makes cooking way more enjoyable. Those pull-through sharpeners, they remove so much metal that they ruin knives and put the wrong edge on it. So when customers bring me knives, I work with them and I create a tailored service. So whether you're a home cook, a chef, or a hunter, I can customize all my sharpening needs for that individual customer. And then I don't charge extra for repairing the broken tips or chips on knives.
Wow, and there is an art, because every knife has a very, very specific role. Like a hunting knife or a fishing knife, it's got to be insane, like a fillet knife.
Absolutely.
Correct? Wow, and because you mentioned like 3 different processes, and do you have all those processes, sort of knowing what specific knife needs a certain application?
I kind of let the knife speak to me on what tool I should use. So usually on Japanese knives, they're way more delicate, they're very thin, so I have to use a different process, different grits, different finishes to achieve the sharpness.
Wow.
Yeah.
And not every knife is equally sharp. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
Right? There's certain knives have different angles, correct?
Yes, sir. So usually it's the Japanese style knives. Some of them, sushi chefs have single bevel knives, so you have to flatten it on one side, create a taper on one, and then create a super sharp edge, a point at the very end. But it takes training to do everything right, and having the right equipment helps for sure.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, it's actually safer to have your knife super, super, super sharp.
Yes, because dull knives can roll off food and actually cut yourself. Having sharp knives dig into food and just make it way more enjoyable to cook and safer. Absolutely.
Yeah, and nothing feels good than just having it go zzz through.
Cutting through that tomato is so satisfying.
Oh, the director and I were just talking about that. I know I got limited time, but I do want to make sure people can reach out to you because you have a wonderful program. They can either send the knives to you, or you're going to be at certain events. What's the best way? Because I'm one of them. I need all my knives sharpened. You spend a boatload on these things, and you want them, professionally sharpened. What's the best way to reach out, or kind of book it, or send it, or what do they do?
So if you have dull knives and you're not in the Reno area, we accept mail-in orders. So the best way is to contact me through thenifeguyreno.com or at thenifeguyreno for all the social media, and make an appointment with me. Easiest process is you wrap up your knives, you send them to me, mail them, and then I receive it, and then I give you progress reports on when your knife is sharpened, and I just mail it back to you. Awesome. And it's been fantastic. And then we've actually partnered with a local knife maker in Reno that made this Tahoe Bliss lineup, actually.
Oh, right on. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So everything is made in Reno, keeping it local.
Yep.
And the edges are made of nitro V steel, so very hardened steel, very sharp.
Okay.
The handles are made of buckeye pearl.
Wow.
And paying
All right,
homage
man.
to Tahoe.
I could geek out with you on this. I love it. Congratulations,
Thank
Vinny,
you.
on being a father. That's wonderful as well, and on your business. I
Thank
love
you.
what you do and how you serve the community, because it's definitely going to help.
It's fantastic. I love
Appreciate
it.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
man.
much.
The Knife Guy. There you go. Reach out to him. Social. You heard it all.